Welcome back to Frostpunk. In the last episode, we established trading outposts with both the Shipwreck Camp, or rather we are on our way to establish a trading depot at Shipwreck Camp, but we also established a trading depot at the Children's Mine. So, where are we? We seem to have sent off... Hot Springs settlement is fully developed. Not sure why we have neutral relations with them. I would have thought that should have been better by now. But things are looking good with that settlement. We don't particularly need raw food, so I don't think that's something that we need to consider. We do need the steel, so... We're also working on getting rid of the frozen trees so we can extend our resource storages, although I guess that I could do that now anyways, if we just use those thick green lines. Something happened there. Yeah, so the thick green lines cannot be completely trusted because now it adapts to that. I don't want to destroy resource sources, so... Yeah, there's no way I can place it there without destroying resource sources. How about on this side then? Need to zoom in a bit. Let's turn it around. There would be a thick line. There. There. And then there. If we build 2 of them is what we can afford. I'm fine with that actually. We just need more room for wood and some coal. Something fishy is going on with that road. Okay, do it like this. That road is probably going to have to move, because I doubt that it'll fit within that. So we're on day 36, and the workday is about to start. We need workers in the infirmary here. We're going to expend a lot of steel on that. Scouts have arrived with the first flying hunter, and some coal and some raw food. There is another exploration point down there, so let's send them back out to the ice jaw. That's just too much. You can use both mouse buttons here, by the way. I think we're gonna settle with 5 of them for now. Can we send more to these guys? No, we cannot yet. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. Everything's happening all at once here. Construction team has reached the Shipwreck Camp. Let's start with that and build a trading depot there. Then we have these guys who have reached the ruined hut, which is an exploration point. We've found the upright sled and the barren hollow. Let's go to the upright sled first. A dark form stands out starkly among the white expanse. A sled stuck upright in the snow. Maybe it marks a cache. Then we have these guys who have reached the yellow flag. It's a stack of supply crates. We have no clue where they came from, nor do we care. A rich store of food. The food is of high quality, and the sturdy crates will provide some wood and steel once we bring them back. We found nothing to tell us who left this cache here. Site discovered, the stone obelisk. We get some wood, food, and steel. Take those and go over to the stone obelisk. There is also a lying rock up there. Stone obelisk, that strikes me as one of those exploration landmarks again. Weird that there's nothing down here. Yep, they want to talk to us. They need stable source of food. Let's see what we can send them. Raise food availability and some engineers. Yeah, that's not a problem. Ah, they will trade for wood and steel, and they will trade... Whoa, that's very useful. I predict that we're going to trade with them quite often. These guys need food and steel. What was that? Ah. Found steam core. Sir, we have been asked to mediate a dispute between two settlements. This one is interesting. Scouts from Children's Mine stumbled upon an unused steam core still packed in its crate. The people from Hot Springs claim that it belongs to them because it was found quite close to their settlement. How should we settle this? We can give it to Hot Springs, or we can give it to the Children's Mine, or we can just take it ourselves. Let's give it to Hot Springs. The Children's Mine favor is low. That made them friendly with us. No idea what that will affect, if anything, to be honest, but... We have enough to build another resource depot, but here we have to be careful. Don't want to stop that access. This one we will set to wood. Also full on food, but 10 days of rations, I don't think that's going to be an issue. We can just stock up on raw food. We have reached the stone obelisk, which, as I suspected, was a distinct spot. Ruined warehouse and ice needles. Let's go to the ruined warehouse then. Large building can be seen in the distance. Nine days left until the storm, and 1 day, 11 hours until the hazard passes. Shipments have arrived at the Shipwreck Camp. Can we send them some more? We send them a coal shipment. We can also provide them some health care. We can trade more resources for wood and steel. We can give them food aid. Let's build a couple of automatons. We have reached the upright sled. The sled has tumbled into a fissure, concealed by an ice bridge. Peering over the edge, we can see other sleds, scattered cargo, and several frozen bodies. Steam cores? Icy tomb. This sled was the last one in a column. All the others fell into the fissure. When we climbed down to the bottom to recover the supplies, we discovered that not all the drivers died from the falls. From the fall. Some bodies are lying side by side in sleeping bags. Sites discovered large pit. Wood, food, and 4 steam cores. That's good. Okay, let's go to the large pit then. A large pit can be seen from afar. It can be a good landmark until it gets filled with snow. This one we will also set to wood. Ah, this one is done. Good. We have reached the ice jaws, so let's go to the fissured rock, which is most likely an exploration waypoint. What's the radius of this thing? Yeah, I think that would be fine. Let's build another steam sawmill here. I would have liked to reach the ones in the behind there, but actually we can do that if we build there and there. We just go up like this and over like that. And then we can build a shrine. And we can also build a steam hub. Did I set this to range 1? I don't remember. There's one way to find out though. Yeah, I set it to range 1. This one is done too. Can set that to wood as well. I just want to make sure that I clear out all of these trees. I can't wait for this hazard to pass so we can get more steel again, because 6.5 is really bad. Temperature is rising. I think that means that we'll have... Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It's not like we are lacking coal. Shipment has reached the Shipwreck Camp, so we got some steel. A little bit more steel. There we go. What else can we do here? We can send them more food aid. And we can trade for more wood and steel. These guys, we can send them workers. We can send them basic health care. I'm not going to send these yet. These guys don't want anything, so that's fine. A new automaton has been built, and scouts have reached the ruined warehouse. 3 of the 4 walls are still standing, protecting a small stash of snow-covered supplies. Some wood and some raw food here. Frozen supplies. With moderate effort, we were able to remove the crates containing supplies from under the snow. We'll put them to good use in our city. We've discovered the wrecked vehicle and the damaged snowcat, and some wood and some raw food. Let's go to the wrecked vehicle. A box-like shape is sticking out of the snow there. So we have 1 automaton. Hours of toil. Complain, complain, whine, whine, whine. Actually, having... that might be an idea, to use automatons for the industrial hothouses. Not that we need it, but... that's another automaton built. So we have 2 of them. Let's just check something. With regular workers, we gain 7,906 coal per day. So, is an automaton more efficient than that? 7,906. Yes, it is far more efficient than that. Which means that we should no, I'll put engineers in there. We should probably put automatons on this. Raw food. 919. If I go back to workers, that is 7. Oh wow, it's that. Is that the correct one? 379 is the one I'm looking at. 379. Replace this with an automaton. 459. Replace this with an automaton. 485. Okay. Well, that decides that. Scouts have reached the large pit. There are several tents hidden from view in the pit. Who could have built a camp here? A research outpost. It turns out that this camp was some sort of research outpost. It is now completely abandoned. We will take what we can and move on. This looks like a crater where we could have had a generator. 60 steel. Then we can go to the barren hollow. This place is the only thing standing out there. Oh, another one of those research markers. I think I should have here somewhere, but I'm not sure where it is. We'll just leave the automaton names. I thought we could use the Patreon names for that, but I need to find the bit of paper. Well, actually, I have it. See here. Because having the automatons named things, that's fun. This automaton should be... I'll just go from the top of my list. So this will be Duke Peps. And we have an automaton here. This will be not the Superior Londoner, but Duke Therion Dracos. And we can turn on the simulation again. Scouts have reached the fissured rock. Okay, let's go see what we find here. Yeah, stink spot, blah blah. Frozen cave and huge crate. Okay. Let's go to the huge crate. A big boxy shape is amid the white. It looks like an enormous crate. We should have plenty of housing available currently. Yeah, 210 vacant beds. We should probably send someone to that village or settlement thing so we can get more workers. What did I want? Yeah, 8 days. Yeah, we should do that. Need to recall one of the scout teams so we can do that. However, we can also build more resource depots currently. Let's build a couple of them. And we need to adjust this to range 1 and only during working hours. And we can put some workers and some engineers in there. Yep. Very, very quickly approaching the time where we no longer need to worry about wood. Which is good. We have reached the wrecked vehicle. We found the wreck of some sort of vehicle. We can salvage some parts from it. Coal and steel. Hidden supplies. Whilst disassembling the wreck to salvage what we could from it, we found a hidden cache of supplies. Some coal and some steel. Okay. So where was that settlement? Actually, we haven't found any settlement of people yet. Okay. Let's go to the damaged snowcat then. A vehicle wrecked by an explosion. There are parts scattered around. Ah, yeah. That's why we found the Shipwreck Camp. Let's trade some more resources for wood and steel. Have some steam cores. Back to normal. The temporary hazard has passed and its negative effects no longer apply. We're back to normal for now. Thank you. We're generating steel at a normal level again. That makes Caledorn happy. Which is a good thing. Could build some flying hunters, since we're taking workers out of these and replacing them with automatons. Five days worth of coal. Ah, this one is already done. Can dismantle it then. Complaining about... no. A letter of thanks. Sir, an engineer is here to see you. He has a letter to you from his team. My workers asked me to deliver this. They are plain people, so it reads like bad poetry. But here's the gist of it. They want to thank you, sir. The sight of this automaton working tirelessly in the inhuman cold, where previously they toiled and suffered, is something worth living for. Hope will rise slightly. I'm glad to hear that. Well, it's better than the one when they're getting stomped by the automatons. We've reached the huge crate. It's a crate of the kind used to transport heavy and valuable cargo. Why was it dumped in the middle of nowhere? Steam cores. Too heavy to haul. This crate is too sturdily built to disassemble, but we managed to open it. It might have been left because of its weight. Someone was probably planning to come back for it. 58 coal and 4 steam cores. Let's move up to the frozen cave. We've reached the barren hollow. Exploration point again. Site discovered. Draughty shelter. This one should be set to coal. So should this. This done as well. Which means that we need... yeah, we need to build... no, I don't want to go to the technology tree. We need to build 2 more steam sawmills. Here and here. And we need a shrine. And we need a steam hub. Can dismantle that one, and we can dismantle that. These are done. Great. Let's just slow things down. That's very handy, actually. Some roads here that we can dismantle entirely afterwards. I like to give them the opportunity to walk out there, though. It's time to build some more prostheses. This building, I kind of regret the placement of that because I don't think we can... Yeah, it's kind of lopsided. I mean, we could probably build a large garden there, maybe a large square. I suppose that's something. Let's do that. Looks kind of nice. I don't remember how large a hothouse is, but we need steam cores to build that. Scouts have reached the damaged snowcat. This used to be a large snowcat. Its steam turbine must have exploded, turning it into a heap of junk. Bags of resources. We found some supplies inside the wreck. We'll surely find a good use for them. 92 steel. Let's move on to the ice needles, which looks to be one of the exploration sites. Probably should build... Don't really need the... How many... Okay. But we can build some flying hunters then. Not hunter's hut. Hunter's hangar. 3 of them. We have reached the draughty shelter. A small shack, poorly put together from broken up crates. There's nobody here, but we might find some supplies. No survivors. We searched the place, finding a decent amount of resources and a row of graves behind the shack. Okay, then somebody must have been here and left, unless they buried themselves. Lonely light. Little bit of resources there. A lonely light. You can see a lonely light on the horizon. There might be survivors there. Reached the frozen cave. After breaking through the ice, we discovered a tunnel leading down. It seems that it had been used a long time before we got here. The tunnel led us into a cavern. It was used as a shelter by a group of people. Their bodies now lie buried below layers of hard ice. Let's take whatever we can find and leave this god-forsaken place. Coal and raw food. I suppose it's time to send these guys home then. They have a lot of resources, amongst them steam cores. Some workers in here. This should be set to proper working hours. We have reached our storage limit on raw food. Cold is coming, but I don't think that'll be a problem. Put the heater on in the garden. Other than that, it's fine. And we can remove this road and this entire stretch here. If you have been wondering, you do get wood back from dismantling roads. Could build more resource depots. 6 of them should suffice. Ah, crap. Good thing I noticed that before I started doing anything else. Let's try that one more time. Much better. Can extend this road. Stuck automaton. Sir, an automaton has entangled itself hopelessly in its assigned building. We can't free it without at least partially dismantling one or the other, and that means shutting down either the automaton or the building. If we shut down the automaton, it will be unable to work for the next 12 hours. If we shut down the building will be inactive for the next 12 hours. Shut down the automaton and put some workers in the building meanwhile. And the automaton happily moved off, okay. If that automaton goes off to build, I would say that this thing is a bit bugged. The quest, that is. And indeed it is going off to build. That's slightly amusing. We have reached the Lonely Light. The light led us to a camp, but we found no survivors. Just bodies lying everywhere. What has happened here? Fight to the death. Most of the victims died violently, some still locked in a deadly struggle. The supplies are intact and the light is powered by a wind generator. These people were obviously well prepared. This is truly bizarre. Get some resources and we can send these guys home. Also make 10 more stasis. We've reached the Ice Needles, one of the exploration points, and we've discovered the Stone Arch. That looks like another exploration point. Let's have some raw food storage here. This one is done, so that can be dismantled. And here we'll have some food ration storage. Here we'll have some wood. Here we'll put some coal. I don't think we're ever going to need more raw food storage than one of these buildings, and if we need, we can always use a building behind the others, the smaller ones. Let's make another food rations building, because we have room for 2,100 raw food now, so I think that's plenty. The scouts have returned with coal, raw food and 4 steam cores. That's good. Let's send them out so that they can go to the Lying Rock. Let's go to the Buried Dreadnought. No, let's go to the Lone Automaton and then move up to the Lying Rock from there. And let's see here. You guys need a boiler repair and we can also trade some resources with you. You guys need mining tools and a coal mine. I'm happy to provide you with that. And we will build 2 more automatons. Actually, we'll build 3 more automatons. No, 2 is what we have steam cores for. Core of Discord. Sir, we've been asked to mediate a dispute between 2 settlements. Scouts from Children's Mine found an abandoned hauler with an intact steam core inside. Then we go this again. Let's give this to the children. No. To the Shipwreck Camp then. Now these guys are being cautious with us. That's not really a major concern. They have lost 2 steam cores because of us. We've reached the stone arch, another exploration point, and we've discovered the supply depot. So, rusty shack, nothing more can be seen from this distance. There. And we should set this one to store coal, I think. New automaton has been built. Let's put an automaton back in there. The Mark II Welshman. I don't want to move. Mouse. This will be Duke Arakel. And we'll put an automaton in there. Let's see. Ticking off on the list. These are done, so we can happily dismantle them. Let's see here. Large resource depot. We can actually just build a row of them. That used up all of our steel, but that's fine. I think we have some steel incoming. Shipwreck Camp. Another automaton has been built. This is the yellow Highlander, but will instead be Viscount Tunefix. Let's put him in here. And we are not producing anything here, so let's make 9 prostheses. That's a tongue twister. This one can be dismantled. And we need another steam sawmill over here. Sadly, it's out of range. We build one there. Valid location. We build one there. We do that. I keep misclicking that. Safe. Ryan. There is fine. And a steam hub there. We've reached the supply depot. The shack is falling apart, but its contents still have some value to us. A hidden stash. Searching the shack, we found plenty of valuable supplies. Wood and raw food. Send these guys home. They don't have any steam cores, but they do have valuable things. Why do I keep clicking that? I don't need to go there. I need to go here. Like so. Five days, 7 hours until the next storm. Need some workers in these. And this one should be set to range 2, but 8 to 18. think we can remove this road. It anymore. Okay. Aha, these scouts have returned with oodles of resources, including 4 steam cores. Very good. We have a scout on their way up there. Other than that, we seem to have discovered most what is possible to discover. Okay, let's send them up there just in case. They have arrived there, so they can be sent to the Lying Rock, which is an exploration point. Okay. Let's get 1 more raw food then, and 1 food rations, and 2 for coal. And it's a new day, so I think that this is a good spot to end this episode. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.